Hello, hello. Can I check, 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 check? 1 2 3. Can we do mic check, please? हमारे साथ हैं सुरेंद्र बेनीवाल जी, द कोच ऑफ पेरियार पैंथर्स.
मैं पेरियर पैंथर कोच सुरेंद्र सिंह बेनीवाल.
तो चलिए, अभी हमारे साथ मौजूद है पेरियार पैंथर्स के कोच सुरेंद्र बेनीवाल. सर, स्वागत है आपका. और सर, सबसे पहला प्रश्न मेरा ये रहेगा, क्योंकि चैलेंजर राउंड शुरू हो रहा है और चैलेंजर राउंड में किस तरह की तैयारियां हैं, और साथ ही साथ लंबा फॉर्मेट है, लंबा टूर्नामेंट है, ब्रेक का क्या इंपॉर्टेंस आप मानते हैं?
ब्रेक का तो अच्छी बात है, जो इतने दिन में ब्रेक मिलता है. एक ब्रेक तो होना भी चाहिए, क्योंकि लड़कों को कुछ थकान है, वो भी रिलैक्स हो जाएं, बॉडी रिलैक्स हो जाए. और आगे के लिए पूरी तैयारी है, क्योंकि हमारी टीम 5वें नंबर है, तो हम ऊपर जाने की कोशिश करेंगे. और आज फुल बदलाव है टीम में, ऐसी बात नहीं है. साइड भी बदली हैं और कुछ रेडर हैं, उनको भी कुछ बताया है, क्योंकि इनके साथ में 2 मैच हुए हैं. तो एक हम हारे हैं, एक ये भी हारे हैं. बराबर की टक्कर है. अब लगता है अब की बार हमारी जीत है.
क्या बात है. हमेशा बहुत बड़ी टक्कर होती है मुरथल वर्सेस पेरियार में. और मेरा अगला प्रश्न रहेगा, मुरथल में 2 ऐसे रेडर हैं जिन्हें आप रोकना चाहेंगे, मनदीप और आकाश देशवाल. क्या प्लानिंग्स है उनके विरुद्ध?
उनके लिए तो तैयारी कर ली है, पहले ही पता था मैंने कि यही है इसमें. तो दोनों के लिए, मतलब 2 रेडर हैं उसमें, उनके लिए फुल तैयारी है. और ये मैच जीतेंगे और लाइव आएगा अभी.
चलिए सर, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग अस. और सर, सबसे पहला प्रश्न मेरा ये रहेगा, क्योंकि चैलेंजर राउंड शुरू हो रहा है और चैलेंजर राउंड में किस तरह की तैयारियां हैं, और साथ ही साथ लंबा फॉर्मेट है, लंबा टूर्नामेंट है.
Hello, my name is Janil Dhul, team coach Murthal Magnet.
अभी हमारे साथ है अनिल दुल साहब, द कोच ऑफ मुरथल मैग्नेट। तो सर स्वागत है आपका। और सबसे पहला प्रश्न मेरे लिए ये रहेगा सर, चैलेंजर राउंड आ चुका है, तो आप किस तरह से बाकी अन्य टीमों को चुनौतियां यहाँ पर देते हुए नजर आएंगे, क्योंकि ये डबल राउंड रॉबिन होने वाला है फॉर्मेट।
गुड मॉर्निंग सर। सर हमारे डिफेंस को बिल्कुल अलर्ट किया उन्होंने, और जो इंजरी हो गई उमेश को, उसकी जगह एक नया रेडर को इन्वॉल्व किया है। आशा है कि वो अच्छा खेलेगा, और टीम जो भी अपोजिट टीम है उसके अपोजिट अच्छे से अच्छा करने का, बेस्ट से बेस्ट करने का ट्राई करेंगे।
चलिए, बिल्कुल आपने सही कहा कि मुरथल वर्सेस पेरियार की हमेशा एक बहुत बड़ी राइवलरी होती है। मेरा अगला प्रश्न रेडर के लिए रहेगा। चेतन साहू जो उनके अभी तक सर्वश्रेष्ठ रेडर हैं, उन्हें रोकने के लिए आज किस तरह की आपकी प्रिपरेशंस हैं?
सर डिफेंस को बिल्कुल अलर्ट किया, दोनों कॉर्नर इतने अलर्ट खेलेंगे, डोंट वरी, ज़रूर पकड़ेंगे उनको।
चलिए सर, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। हम यही चाहेंगे कि ये आप बेहतर करते चलें। अभी हमारे साथ है अनिल दुल साहब, द कोच ऑफ मुरथल मैग्नेट। तो सर स्वागत है आपका। और सबसे पहला प्रश्न मेरे लिए।
गुड मॉर्निंग सर। सर हमारे डिफेंस को बिल्कुल अलर्ट किया।
Check, check, check. Can you hear me? Check. Check, 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 check. Hey Siri, what's up to Stamp Street saying land safely reach home? What's the update?
Check, check, check. Hello, hello.
Bro, Naveen, can you hear me?
Yeah, Ryan. How are you?
Can you say one more sentence, because in the starting your voice was breaking.
Check. Check, 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 check. Ashwin, hi. I thought it was Ryan. Hi, how are you? Check, check, check. Can you hear me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Good.
7, 8,
This is
9,
good.
10.
All well.
Cool,
First
cool.
interview is
morning,
Periyar
Naveen.
Panthers, and next will be Murthal.
Yeah, got
Magnets.
it.
Yeah?
Ha.
Cool,
Superb.
good.
With whom, bro?
Radhika.
Okay, cool.
She's also in, I guess.
Hi.
Hi, Naveen.
Okay. Hi.
All good. Cool.
Nice. Huh.
Bro, with whom? நானும் தான் இருக்கேன்.
நீ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அந்த சவுண்ட வந்து தனியா வெறப்படுத்து மூடிக்கிட்டு
இல்ல bro,
அந்த
அது
டூ ஆர் ரேடியோ
அது
अंतिम
வந்து
5 மினிட் 2 மினிட்
புரியுது. அது வந்து டெவலப்பர்
புரியுது?
தான் காரணம். டெவலப்பர் தான் பண்ணணும். அது வந்து அவங்க
மச்சான்
develop பண்ணி
நீனு
வச்சிருக்காங்க.
ஒரு வேலை பண்ணு, தயவு செஞ்சு ஒரு தனி ஆடியோ ரவுட்டரை மாத்தி விட்டுட்டு அங்க நீ வந்து என்ன பண்ணணும் தெரியுமா? அந்த ஒரு சின்ன விஷயம்டா அது. டேய் அதெல்லாம் நான் சொல்லவாடா உனக்கு, நீ எவ்வளவு பெரிய தொழிலாளி. அதை வந்து நீ என்ன பண்ணணும்னா வெறும் கிரவுண்டுக்கு கேட்கற மாதிரி அந்த ஆம்பியன்ஸ்ல மட்டும் தான் போட்டு விடணும். நீ அதை ஏன் வந்து டூ ஆர் டை ரைட்ல வச்சிருக்க? நீ ஒரு வேலை பண்ண, அவன் ரவுட்டர் வேலை பண்றானோ இல்லையோ, நீ ஒரு வேலை பண்ண, தயவு செஞ்சு அந்த டூ ஆர் டை ரைடுக்கும் அதுக்கும் எந்த சம்மந்தமே வைக்காத, அதை ஆஃப் பண்ணிட சொல்லு. கிரவுண்ட்ல மட்டுமே கேட்டாலே போதும். சின்ன வேலைடா டேய்.
அது
அத போய்
அது
இவ்வளோ
வேலையே
நாளா நீ
கிடையாது
வந்து
ப்ரோ.
அங்க தவிச்சிட்டு இருக்க.
நான் இங்க சங்கீத்னு
ஆ,
ஒருத்தர் இருக்காரு. இதுங்க நான் கால் பண்றதுங்க.
சரி பண்ணு. Vanakkam, Namaskara, Vandanalu, and Namaskar. Welcome to this mouth-watering day here in the challenger round of the Yuva Kabaddi series. This Monsoon edition. This is what happened in the previous game, where it was a very, very easy win once again for the Hampi Heroes. They did not even bother. The Vijayanagar Vs had good ratings there, but the Vijayanagar Vs also struggled with the defense a lot of times. Yogesh Nagar Saab said that it will be the defense that will be railing them down, and then finally Ramesh Saab, the coach of Hampi Heroes, having a very big smile on his face. Match number 75. This is the clash of the Titans. Periyar Panthers, Murthal Magnets. Always the rivalry exists these two teams. Murthal Magnets, the defending champions, and Periyar Panthers, two teams in that summer edition. Here in the Monsoon edition also their rivalry continued, and in the last game they just won against the Periyar Panthers by 1 point only, the defending champions. Magnets and Periyar Panthers, this is the game that will be a real big challenge in this challenge round for of course, the defending champions, because Periyar Panthers are looking in a very good touch. But this is the right time also to watch out for that points table. Really important. Hampi Heroes holding on to the top slot. Murthal Magnets and the Periyar Panthers. Periyar Panthers somewhere there down below at 5 will want to come back and take that revenge on Murthal Magnets, because the summer revenge is still pending, and then even here in the Monsoon edition, the 1 point victory of Murthal Magnets, that is also pending. So how will the revenge be taken by the Periyar Panthers? Let's go down to Surinder Saab, the coach. He's got more answers for us.
तो चलिए अभी हमारे साथ मौजूद है पेरियार पैंथर्स के कोच सुरेंद्र बेनीवाल सर, स्वागत है आपका। और सर सबसे पहला प्रश्न मेरा ये रहेगा, क्योंकि चैलेंजर राउंड शुरू हो रहा है और चैलेंजर राउंड में किस तरह की तैयारियां हैं, और साथ ही साथ लंबा फॉर्मेट है, लंबा टूर्नामेंट है, ब्रेक का क्या इंपॉर्टेंस आप मानते हैं?
ब्रेक का तो अच्छी बात है, जो इतने दिन में ब्रेक मिलता है, एक ब्रेक तो होना भी चाहिए, क्योंकि लड़कों को कुछ थकान है वो भी रिलैक्स हो जाएं, बॉडी रिलैक्स हो जाए, और आगे के लिए पूरी तैयारी है, क्योंकि हमारी टीम 5वें नंबर है तो हम ऊपर जाने की कोशिश करेंगे। और आज फुल बदलाव है टीम में, ऐसी बात नहीं है, साइड भी बदली हैं, और कुछ रेडर हैं उनको भी कुछ बताया है, क्योंकि इनके साथ में 2 मैच हुए हैं, तो एक हम हारे हैं, एक ये भी हारे हैं, बराबर की टक्कर है। अब लगता है अब की बार हमारी जीत है।
क्या बात है, हमेशा बहुत बड़ी टक्कर होती है मुरथल वर्सेस पेरियार में। और मेरा अगला प्रश्न रहेगा, मुरथल में 2 ऐसे रेडर हैं जिन्हें आप रोकना चाहेंगे, मनदीप और आकाश देशवाल, क्या प्लानिंग्स हैं उनके विरुद्ध?
उनके लिए तो तैयारी कर ली है, पहले ही पता था मैंने कि यही है इसमें, तो दोनों के लिए मतलब 2 रेडर हैं उसमें, उनके लिए फुल तैयारी है, और ये मैच जीतेंगे और लाइव आएगा अभी।
चलिए सर, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर ज्वाइनिंग अस।
तैयारी तो है, लेकिन क्या तैयारी वो नहीं बताएंगे, लाइव में देखिए। That's what Surinder Saab is telling it very nicely for both the raiders of the Murthal Magnets. But what has Anil Dul Saab got in his kitty against the Periyar Panthers for the clash of the two giant teams? Go around to Anil Dul Saab there.
अनिल दुल साहब, द कोच ऑफ मुरथल मैग्नेट, तो सर स्वागत है आपका। और सबसे पहला प्रश्न मेरे लिए रहेगा सर, चैलेंजर राउंड आ चुका है, तो आप किस तरह से बाकी अन्य टीमों को चुनौतियां यहाँ पर देते हुए नजर आएंगे, क्योंकि ये डबल राउंड रॉबिन होने वाला है फॉर्मेट?
गुड मॉर्निंग सर। सर हमारे डिफेंस को बिल्कुल अलर्ट किया उन्होंने, और जो इंजरी हो गई उमेश को, उसकी जगह एक नया रेडर को इन्वॉल्व किया है। आशा है कि वो अच्छा खेलेगा, और टीम जो भी अपोजिट टीम है उसके अपोजिट अच्छे से अच्छा करने का, बेस्ट से बेस्ट करने का ट्राई करेंगे।
चलिए, बिल्कुल आपने सही कहा कि मुरथल वर्सेस पेरियार की हमेशा एक बहुत बड़ी राइवलरी होती है। मेरा अगला प्रश्न रेडर के लिए रहेगा, चेतन साहू जो उनके अभी तक सर्वश्रेष्ठ रेडर रहे हैं, उन्हें रोकने के लिए आज किस तरह की आपकी प्रिपरेशंस हैं?
सर डिफेंस को बिल्कुल अलर्ट किया, दोनों कॉर्नर इतने अलर्ट खेलेंगे, डोंट वरी, ज़रूर पकड़ेंगे उनको।
चलिए सर, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, हम यही चाहेंगे कि ये आप बेहतर करते चलें। और चलिए, जब जब ये दोनों टीमें भिड़ती है तब तब एक कड़ी इंटरटेनमेंट की गारंटी सी आती है, और अब समय है दोनों ही टीमों को मैट पर देने का। तो चलिए, जोश, जज्बा और जुनून के साथ सबसे पहले बुलाने जा रहे हैं चैलेंजर राउंड में, चैलेंज देने आ रही है पेरियार पैंथर्स। और पिछली बार जब ये टीम आई थी पेरियार पैंथर्स को शिकस्त दी थी इसने 1 पॉइंट से। जानेंगे इस मुकाबले में क्या करती है मुर्थल मैग्नेट।
Murthal Magnets in the white and black combination and the Periyar Panthers in that purple combination are come down to the Kabaddi mat, and Periyar Panthers in front of us. Vicky Mahala and Ashish Chiller for the corners. Akshi Dhul, Ajay Pandit and Chetan Sahu will be taking care of the raiding responsibilities and the covers. Really important. Gaurav Chiller and Ravi Khatri should maintain the covers that should not be blown off. As Ankush, Prince, Mohit, Ajay Gulia and Sumit Chiller are there on the substitution bench along with Coach Surinder Saab and also the manager, Mr. Abhijit. But who manages me well in the commentary box when it comes to color coordination and kabaddi skills is Radhika Reddy. Good morning, Radhika.
Good morning, Naveen, and welcome everyone. This is Challenger round, phase 1, and this is the match number 2. And we see Murthal Magnet standing second on the points table. And if you look at the corners, Jahid Dul and Sanjay Namia will be eyeing on Chetan Sahu today, and Mandeep Kumar, Ajay Kumar and Akash Daiswal would be looking at the raiding department, and Sanjay Dul, Rahul Khatri definitely would look forward to, take care of the light and left raiders.
Very much. And Sachin Manipal, Divas Bura, Sandeep Kumar, Amit Phogat, Sachin Pahel also there on substitution line with Anil Dhul, the coach, and Hriday Joshi, manager. And Periyar Panthers, Gaurav Chiller wins the toss and says, okay, I will need the court that I am standing on. So somewhere it's going to be Akash Deshwal for the first trade probably, but this lad has to be really appreciated for his efforts. Akshit Dhul for Periyar Panthers. He's done well in this monsoon edition, and 123 raid points and 13 matches played. Remember, he was just a substitution when the big Panther was going all guns blazing in the summer edition. Ashish Narwal, he was just here to support him, but now he's taken up that role. That's a big promotion for him there, Radhika.
Absolutely, and to look at this one, Mandeep Kumar, who's a taller raider, right raider, 12 matches played, 111 are the raid points, and look at the raid strike rate, nearly 80%. He's been successful. Bonus is his main skill, but do not forget he can rule the match when he comes on. So he is a player to look out for, Naveen.
Very much, and also the defense. As Surinder, the coach, was telling of Periyar Panthers that have changed the corners. Yeah, why not? Vicky Mahala comes in as that left corner, and just looking at their previous records, they've lost 8 matches altogether. Not in the right frame of mind. Kept on losing matches, even in the form-wise. On that 5th position, they really want to make sure that they go up that points table, especially in this challenger round. Becomes very important, and they are facing their arch rivals, Murthal Magnets, who are very good form. They've just lost 4 to tie, and that is why they were just slightly better, Murthal Magnets. So the arch rivalry about to get underway, and even in a very good form, Murthal Magnets will want to take another match under their kitty. But will Periyar Panthers come back and take the revenge is a big question. So let's see what's going to happen. Let's now to the countdown, and let's get this match started. th match, and we are underway, where the Murthal Magnets will have the first raid from the left to right of our screens. Radhika, we were just talking about in the previous match, we were just speaking some important things about the review timing. So as a player on the Kabaddi mat, I know when probably you were playing, probably there were no reviews or something like that. As we have a first point from Murthal Magnets, Mandeep gets it. But what do you think as a player, what should be the best time, comfortable time for them to go for the review? Because as we know, in cricket it's 15 seconds, and here in the Yuva Kabaddi series we have just 5 seconds. Your thoughts on that?
I think 5 seconds is way too early to decide. But then we have only 40 minutes game, so in 20 minutes 5 seconds is fair enough, I guess. So one is confident enough, then go for it. If it is a multiple point trade, unless it's a bonus.
You say 5 seconds is fine, but yeah, that's the conversation that we were just having. I know it's a time limited game, but when the captain is not on court, you need some time to just ask the viewpoints also. So we were just thinking second. So if you are saying 5 seconds, then yes, they'll have to get used to it, isn't it?
Absolutely, but then it also depends on what kind of situation the team in. If it's a multiple thing, a pointer which you need to question, or just a bonus. It depends on multiple things, but then you need to be smart enough and sharp enough and quick enough to be there.
Yeah, all things put rightly across by you, and this is smart, quick enough here to get that hand on the left cover. He has to make sure he keeps getting this. Rahul Katkar needs to understand that it's not very easy against him.
What an extension of a running hand touch on the left cover. This guy is very impressive in the last this edition, Akshat Dul. We would be definitely looking forward. He'll be picked up in a professional league going forward, Naveen.
Very much, because he's taken that place of Ashish Narwal, who left a very big void for Periyar Panthers when he went out. Imagine what would have gone down to the owners and the thinking tank. Just to see, they'll be happy, of course, when Ashish Narwal made that big cut. But then who will replace him is a bigger question than the happiness. And Chetan Sahu, Akshat Dhul, everybody have stepped up. And this is why we say Yuva Kabaddi series is a very, very big platform when it comes to exhibiting your talent and getting the right opportunities. Another hand touch attempted on the left cover, does not get it. Mandeep comes across just for the sake of a quick raid, not a pursuit. But also, these teams needs to really look at, as we speak, there's another touch point. These owners and team coaches of Yuva Kabaddi series, I'm very sure, need to look at the national games that's happening. 36 national games where we've got it underway, and probably 30th and 1st, probably tomorrow, day after, it's going to be a big day for Kabaddi, where the playoffs and the semi-finals and finals will be on. So there is a lot of talent to be seen from there.
Absolutely, because it is throughout India that plays there, and national games is the cream of the talent that get there. So definitely that's a place where a lot of talent scouting do happen.
Yeah, very much. They have to understand these, even though they are in between a series, something, somewhere of getting names is really important. As Jai Bhagwan, now that is a very big example. Not from Kelo, not from national games. He came in even from a slightly lower sort of a series where it's Kelo India. It was Kelo India University Games, and a very strong double tie hold there by Vicky Mahal. Just to make sure Vicky Mahala got that double tie hold. He got the bonus though, Akash Deshwal. Just coming back to this match, Radhika, it's a match between two arch rivals.
Absolutely, and do not forget those are the finalists of the summer edition. So definitely there are a lot of things to cover up to, especially for the Periyar Panthers.
They have to make sure that Periyar Panthers get back into that winning ways. It's not easy when you have other teams like Hampi Heroes, Kaziranga Rhinos all fighting it out. It's not going to be easy this monsoon edition. Akshat Dhul claims something here. And now can they go for the review within 5 seconds? Yeah, and it is against Rahul. I did not think there was a touch there, Radhika.
That was a toe touch he has executed, I guess. So he was very, very swift on his feet. So let's see the verdict. I think it should be in favor of Periyar Panthers.
It was Rahul Katkar and Akshat Dhul.
Murthal minute की मांग है. डिफेंडर से हमारा डिसीजन था. डिफेंडर आउट. कृपया रिव्यू करें.
So the toe touch is in big question now. The running toe touch. Where was his right leg? It's on the shoes. Yeah, probably on the shoes, and somewhere Rahul Katkar has not realized it. It is going to be very interesting. because the time that has been taken, you just have to see if there is a shoe that has been in contention. And I love the way they both argued on to each other. It was with a smile. It was not that teasing smile. It was a friendly smile. It was not that smile that puts or rather burns your heart out and burns your stomach out. It's just a hearty, soft, sweet smile by both of them, saying, you didn't get me. There's like school kids fighting it out with pure hearts. And what do you have to tell about that mustache? Not you, Radhika. Don't comment on that. I think that is Abhijit, the manager, just sitting right, or rather the assistant coach to Surinder. Surinder on the right of our screen. Yeah, just going back to that toe touch instead of the mustache, Radhika, your comments on that?
Aman, in the first look, it did feel like, there was a toe touch. But then if you get to zoom in and have a clear picture, that would be done by the TV referee, I guess. So, but then with the confidence of the Raider, I would love to go with Akshit Dhul. Oh, no touch point.
आपका रिव्यू का अधिकार जारी रहेगा.
Right. Both of us getting it wrong. The TV umpire
Hope
says,
he did
come
not
on.
step into the lobby. Hope he did not step into the lobby after that, is it? You need to look into that.
That's also a point. That's also a very
lucky.
good point.
He did not. He did not.
Oh my God. Right. So TV umpire says, come on. Navin and Radhika have got more experience than you. Stop looking at the mustache and watch the match. Right, let's go for it. Mandeep turns across and gets his hands on the left cover. Very easily done.
1 point.
Naveen, he adds up a layer.
Jersey
He's
number
a
4
right
out.
raider, but then he raids in from the left flank this time. That's a surprise attack for me.
And Ravi Khatri also did not expect that, because it was a very swift and surprising attack. Mandeep, as we say, he's a tall, lanky raider, but then he can pull out these surprises. It's very nice. Now it is on Chetan Sahu, because Akshit Dhul is probably struggling to get some points. And now even Chetan Sahu struggles. What a proper chain tackle coming across from her. And the angle even better.
Raider out. Point Murthal Magnets.
Absolutely, Chetan Sahu is being tackled for the first time. This is Sanjay. Brilliant one. Chain tackle coming in and everybody pounces on him because they know Chetan Sahu is the player to look out for.
And what has gone well for the Murthal Magnets until this game is for the 7 minutes, because they are facing up against their arch rivals. They have come out strong and they have nullified both the raiders, Akshit Dhul and Chetan Sahu. So somewhere you'll have to get that third raider going, and it has to be Ajay Pandit. And Ajay Pandit isn't raided at all. What is the strategy behind that is a big question, but they haven't raided at all. So it's always now, it's a 3-raider composition that has to work for any Kabaddi team to be very successful.
Yeah, it does, because you have a right raider, left raider, and you have Chetan Sahu who can raid from both the sides. It's good to rotate all three of them actually.
They have to. See, because in Murthal Magnets you got Akash Deshwal, even if without Umesh Pawar. Now that's a very strong diving ankle hold. Somewhere Periyar Panthers have got their first tackle points going.
Periyar Panthers.
And that was a brilliant one to anticipate from that long to dive, and that was a risky one to look at. He was very close to the midline. And this is Akshit Dhul, who's on constant rating now, but then just got 1 rate point so far.
Very much. And see again, what has to happen here is Mandeep and Akash Deshwal need to manage it out very nicely with Ajay Kumar, because Umesh Pawar, I think for him, unfortunately this monsoon edition in the Yuva Kabaddi series is all over, because it looks like a big bandage on the fracture, and it is not very right to risk him out even in the summit round is what I feel. This challenger round, of course, is a longer round. It's a round robin, but you may never know. You never know if he can make it on the summit round for the Murthal Magnets. But to get to there, the Murthal Magnets, they will have to hold on to the horses with Mandeep Kumar and Akash Deshwal.
Absolutely, Mandeep Kumar definitely has stepped up. and he had added more layers to his rating. That's the beauty of it. And this is Ravi.
1 point.
Rahul, who
Periyar
just failed.
Panther. Jersey number 2 out.
That was a good backtracking skills from the Raider. Good one.
Really good one. Again, that is what you need to see. When the defense is on you, it is going to go that you will really have to understand how do you escape, and that is what you need to see more from the Periyar Panthers. Raiders are there struggling in the initial half. Just a 3-point lead for Murthal Magnets, and once again it's an ankle hold that was attempted, but the second line of defense comes across in
Raider
a
out.
flash.
Point
That was
Periyar
Ashish
Panthers.
Chilo taking away all the points, and definitely Hriday Joshi is not happy.
Good one from Gaurav. That was, the right cover who goes for the left thigh hold. So that's really, no, not in the angle, but then the second layer has come into support.
1 technical point.
Yeah, second layer, very much. Ah,
Murthal
double
Magnet.
entry is it? How many times have we seen this happen? Even in the last match, it happened that where even Vishal Chahal, Dhankar, both of them stepped in across the midline. And even now, why does this happen? Because there is no strong captain who can guard the force really well. Everybody's under 23. Come on, there is no age gap or difference that has to be done. The captain has to guide it gracefully to give that technical point away. And imagine if you're just losing the game 1 point. Still, Magnets lost the game against Periyar. They won the game against Periyar Panthers with just a 1 point. Every single point makes up a very big difference in the Kabaddi game.
Absolutely. And last time around, Periyar Panthers, as you say, they have just lost with that one solitary point. Mistakes like this would definitely cost the teams going forward. Just be cautious. Have that coordination in the team. Who does when? Who goes for which raid? That should be the clarity one should have.
Yeah. And also, we've got, another word. And all thanks to Harshit, our fellow commentator, who brought out that word. With Josh Jasba Junun, we have something called Jahan also. Means thinking abilities. And Akshit Dul once again
Not a ball,
cannot
Raider.
think on his
Point
feet.
Murthal Magnets.
Slips over into the lobby.
Yeah, without a contact with the defense, you cannot step into the orange lanes, which are the lobbies. So Raider is self out. So the mistakes like this are, the beginner's mistakes one need not commit. These are the 2 easy points that Murthal Magnets have taken.
Bonus point Murthal Magnets.
A slow-paced
Jersey number
encounter,
1.
as we are saying,
giving.
but then they want to take one step at a time. They want to finish the match till the 40th minute. So that's the reason we're saying, not very, multiple point raids here. Just a calculative game that Murthal Magnets and Periyar Panthers are exhibiting here. Chetan Sahu for us. And he's been trapped in the chain tackle.
Raider out.
It's the second time.
Point Murthal Magnets.
Yeah, we saw that once in
Number
the
1,
left
please
flank,
come.
now on the right flank. Very strong chain by Sanjay Nania and Akash Deshwal.
No
The
full
right corner and
Jersey
right in.
number 1. Full
Both
play
of
green
them coming
card.
across.
Murthal Magnets.
Right, another green card for, I guess it's Sanjay Nania there, who's
Right.
got that. Just for, I think, rough tackle on the Raider.
Absolutely, to put the Raider on the mat, they use that little extra force, that sometimes look deliberate. So that's the thing, and that's a beautiful dash coming in from the left
Raider
cover.
out. Point Periyar Panthers.
Yeah, very much, very much. And that is where I try to say it has to be those covers who will guard the corners really well and cover up for their mistakes. It was a very good dash to keep the Raider out from the midline. Now Ajay Pandit, I guess this is the for him in the match. What was the strategy behind? I do not understand this. In terms of blood flicks for the Raiders, you have to get it going. If not, after 13 minutes of the first half, you're sending in Ajay Pandit just in the second quarter of the first half. Why was that done? And I think Surinder Saab probably will be answering that later in the day.
Absolutely, he should have that mat experience while he is on the mat. Just rotating
1
to
point,
Raiders
Murthal
when
Magnets.
Chetan Sahu is
Jersey
not
number
walking
11
today,
out.
especially. He's been tackled twice so far and he's just got 1 point. I think it's wise to rotate the third raider as well.
Yeah, again, see, that's what happens. No, see, when now he came in, he wasted the first trade. Because he has to get the legs going, because he has to just test the waters of the defense, he just wasted that first trade at Ajay Pandit. And now if Akshidul goes back empty-handed, imagine what's going to happen in the next trade. And we have it once again. What did he do? Did he touch somebody on the toes? Yes, I guess this time he's got it.
Periyar Panthers, jersey number 1 out.
He touched it. That's a different skill to exhibit. Left raider turning in deep. That's a good one. I mean, that was not expected from the raider to do so. But then that was, he might have lost his balance as well after getting that deep in.
Yeah, really. No, he has to understand the turn should be with a proper coordination of the weight transfer
One
onto
point,
the back leg.
jersey number 6
Mandeep,
out.
as always, easy peasy for him. Another point for him again.
I mean, such effortless a raider he is. At least it looks effortless. When he goes for the bonus, it is like, has he done it or not? But then he does it. And the hand touches are so swift enough. And he doesn't even look at the referees. He calmly does his work and goes back, Naveen.
Yeah, that's also a nice way of showing a now Chetan Sahu. This is the confidence that Sanjay Ananya puts
Fine,
across
Murthal
in that right corner so strongly.
He's being kept quiet today. He is being kept quiet. So it is wise enough for Periyar Panthers to, rely on the bonus for some time rather than the defense. And the bonus skills like this,
1 point.
what do we expect? I mean, the angle was right, the perfect timing. But then where was the contact with the raider?
That's a problem. That's a problem that Rahul Katkar should really understand, because he's a left cover. He's managing that corner there. And slowly when you reduce men, probably is it a plan to play on the super tackle attempt? It will be known if the super tackle is successful the next time and Murthal Magnets go inside. Now Akshidul, we should not try too much on this because he's not got any bonus skills. And that's the error that
1
came
point,
across
Periyar Panthers,
from Rahul
jersey number 2
Katkar
out.
once again on that left cover position. I was just mentioning his name. He committed that error.
Uses his power to reach that midline. He's a smart player, I'll say. Akshidul, he'll be the raider to look out for in the next edition as well.
Next series definitely on, and it'll be really nice to see where the caravan moves from now from the western part of India, rather, on the map.
Now, what do you say about the super tackle opportunity, Naveen?
1
Yeah,
point.
yeah,
Murthal Magnets,
missed out
jersey
there.
number 11
Now again,
out.
there were four defenders.
There were
So,
four,
Yeah. So again, see, now you're going so low down, and then when you know Akash Deshwal is going to jump over your shoulders, why WhatsApp it to the raider that you're going for the double ankle hold so soon? Vicky Mahala should have just taken a little more time, and they should have put in that surprise attack instead of just telling him much earlier.
Yeah, a block would have been good one, or dash would have been a good one, but then going right in the middle of the court for that dive tackle, I think Akshit will be under more pressure because he needs to revive the lead players as well. It's a super tackle opportunity and he'll be grabbed.
Super tackle.
Very much.
2 points.
Very much. And
Periyar
that is
Panthers.
how you need to make sure you come back into this game very strongly. And pinning down Mandeep
Time
is not
out.
easy.
Periyar
And
Panthers.
that was a very strong tie hold that came across, and the support also, as Surinder Saab now comes into
बोनस
speak.
की ट्राई मत लिए आड़ा आवतड़ डाइम के लिए के करे ही अरे वो को मार तक मारूंगा मुंह कब करे कद मारेगा ये सब मारूंगा या बता दूं
That's all love. That's all love.
छोड़ना नहीं हां
Yeah.
इसे दे रहे को
That is the love that you want to see from a fatherly figure like Surinder. That's how a father also treats, and that's been the boss of the team as the coach. Immediately, the moment he knew that he's exhibited some sort of an anger, he immediately says, "Shabash, shabash, don't worry, do well, do well."
This is, I know, Murthal Magnets slightly slipping in with a better margin. They have kept Chetan Sahu quiet, but then Akshidul, he's been quite good today.
He's very good. He's the only Panther who's holding fort and so closely near the midline. Oh, that would have been a raid of the
Headed
game
out.
if
1 point,
Periyar
Murthal
Panthers would have
Magnet.
got it. Akshay
number
Dhul
12. Jersey
just
number
came
12.
out from
Jersey
the
number
jaws
12.
of death.
Please come. Please come. Don't jersey pulling. Okay, go back.
Yeah, no jersey pull, that's what it is, but that wasn't deliberate, so no warning given. It was just a small suggestion to the players. But then you have lost the Raider too now. It is a super tackle opportunity to revive the players. Oh, this is a swift one. That was a quick running hand touch on the right corner from Akash Deshwal.
1
Good
point.
one.
Murthal Magnet.
And that revives
what
none other
Akash
than
did-
Monkey.
out.
Yeah, you know what he did really nice, Radhika? He did not go towards the chain where he had
Absolutely.
Gaurav Chiller and Ajay Pandit in the chain, because last time you saw how he got tackled in the chain when Mandeep was raiding. So now he did the very intelligent thing of going to the single defender out there. That's a good strategy. Ajay Pandit now has to save the team.
Yeah, bonus has been open, but then that they were eyeing on the all out and
Bonus
it
point.
would come in the
Periyar
next
Panthers.
trade.
Raider out. 1 point. Murthal Magnet.
Very much, very much. See, this is what happens when you don't start early as a raider. See, you went in for the kick and just getting the
Time
bonus
out.
in the wrong
Murthal
leg
Magnet.
also, and then the all out has been inflicted. This is not what you really want to do. Anil Dulsab will be really happy.
टीवी का पसीना नहीं ठाऊं तो ये करम
Nahi, this is the audio of Surinder. Yeah.
डायरेक्ट आन लग रही है करड़ा करके बढ़िया
They've got another skill also, these coaches. They know how to speak in a very fast-paced tone and in a tone that we do not interrupt them. Yeah.
And that was inevitable for Periyar Panthers
All out.
to give
One
away
plus
that
2
all out point, and
Murthal
that's
Magnet.
a big margin now for Murthal Magnet.
All in.
Defense, Radhika. It's the defense which is the issue now, because Akshit Dhul is doing his best. Chetan Sahu, he needs to support him. He will come back. But yeah, now when the defense is
Periyar
struggling,
Panthers.
Ravi Khatri has been taken off. This is nice. Whom
Four
has
out.
he gotten?
10 in.
Is the big question. And also, there, a couple of changes. Ashish
14
Chilo
out.
taken off. Akshit Dhul
19
taken
in.
off. And you've got
Now,
Prince Kumar.
Naveen, we talk about defense. You know, the Raiders have got 6 points. The defense has also got 6 points here. So I think it is Chetan Sahu who need to step up. He is a player of a caliber. He need to play his, in his own colors now. Other than that,
much.
it would be too late for Periyar Panthers.
Should not let it too late into this game, because the lead already is more. 11-point lead for Murthal Magnets already. And Akshit Dhul, he has to go in and attack that left cover for sure. But then he also has to manage it out against Sanjay Anania. He is not going deep in. He knows Sanjay is a very good right corner defense.
Half time.
So he does not let his leg towards the bonus, and it's not even a single attempt for bonus by Akshit Dhul. And for a star raider and the leading raider of the team, you need to have that skill very much. No matter how strong the right corner or the left corner is, you need to have that skill. Only then you will get a lot of touch points, and the errors will come in from the corners while you are attempting the bonus. And as Radhika mentioned, very clear where the raid also was on 6 tackle points, and also the defense is on 6 tackle points. So somewhere it's equally nice to say where the Raiders of Murthal Magnets have done much better comparatively to Chetan Sahu and Akshit Dhul. Stick on with us. We will come back after a short little breather for this epic end clash to see in the next 20 minutes, can Periyar Panthers take the revenge back on the Murthal Magnets? Welcome back, everybody. I'm Navin Shauri along with Radhika Reddy for this epic encounter between Murthal Magnets and Periyar Panthers. And the reason why Murthal Magnets are leading is because Akash Deshwal, out of the 15 raid points, Akash Deshwal has got 8 raid points. Look at that. 10 raids attempted and out of which 80% success for the leading raider of Murthal Magnets. And without Umesh Pawar, he has to step up and he's done well against Periyar Panthers' weak defense. He's fired all cylinders. Where is Umesh Pawar? There he is. There he is, sitting right behind the lightings that we've arranged in the Harivansh Tana Bhagat Indoor Stadium here at Kelgaon. Advantage looks smaller. I'm happy to see that.
Number 1. 1 point.
Yeah, Radhika again. Ajay Gulia gets his back, gets onto the right, takes out Sanjay Anania. Lovely bit of a running hand touch and then rest in the lobby as well for a couple of seconds.
Yeah, looked like, he did touch the right
Raider out.
corner.
Point Murthal Magnets.
Or did he step into the lobbies? They might review it if it is important, but then this is too early in the first half. Second half, in fact, yeah.
All right, and they don't review it. Oh, there was no touch corner. That's why he was just feeling disappointed and lying on the lobby. I thought he deserved a well good rest for 2 seconds. But no. Come on, Ajay Gulia.
And I'll say, the right cover and the left corner are not working in tandem. That's the reason Mandeep Kumar is taking away those points, in whether it be the right cover touching hand points or the bonus points from the left wing. They need to coordinate, especially when Mandeep comes up. That's where that is lacking for Periyar Panthers. The left cover, right corner are good, but then the left corner, right cover need to step up.
2 points.
And like this. Right, there we go.
2 points,
The
no bonus.
Raider is
Jersey number
really
2
happy,
and
but
5
they
out.
won the bonus also. Tejul once again commits that error, and we've seen this happen
and 5.
so many times. He's a very good defender when it comes across as a right cover.
2 and 5.
This time, he was there in that right cover position against the left raider. He was not so successful. The bonus also was being asked, but hasn't been given. They haven't reviewed also, so no issues. Periyar Panthers Raiders just trying to see if they can pull something back out of this 10-point lead. Back goal, 2 more points.
2 points.
And that's
Murthal
Chetan
Magnets.
Sahu. Chetan Sahu is involved.
Oh. Right. Again, see what was Chetan Sahu telling was he did not touch him before crossing the midline, and even Akash Deshwal agreed it's 1 point. It's just Akash Deshwal also agreed that it's 1 point. So it's the right corner there, Ashish Chiller, who will be in question, not Chetan Sahu. This is where you need to give.
Chase number 5 out.
Oh,
No. Now I think Periyar
Well, go-
Panthers should review it if they are confident enough here. Because
yeah.
पेरियार कैप्टन इधर
Chetan
आइए.
Sahu in question.
आपकी क्या मांग है? कृपया पीछे जाइए. टीवी एम्पायर पेरियार पैंथर की मांग है 1 टच फाइन, जबकि हमारा निर्णय था 2 टच फाइन. कृपया रिव्यू करें.
This is the reason why I say, Radhika, just that few more second ages is really required to go for the review. There we go. Ashish Chiller goes for the back hold. Akash Deshwal pulls it away from his hold. And even before, Chetan Sahu's left hand. Guys, both of you agreed. Even Akash Deshwal said 1 point. And Chetan Sahu also said, I did not touch him before he crossed the midline. But there are a lot of cameras. And we can hold everything that is not going right. I felt there was a touch there, Radhika. The left hand of Chetan Sahu was on Akash Deshwal. Yeah, expected this. And Chetan Sahu, next time the referees won't trust you.
I think his knees might have touched the player. It is clear. It was pretty clear there. And they have lost the review. They have lost Chetan Sahu. And now, who need to revive them? This is Akshit Dul who need to revive them.
Yeah, and this is why, because even Murthal Magnets are leading, we were just speaking about a technology called hotspot in Kabaddi. Yeah, just imagine, when you go for a review and you know that
1
Chetan
point.
Sahu's,
Periyar Panther. Jersey number 2 out.
ring finger or the little finger is even in contact with Akash Deshwal before he crosses the midline. And
Great.
what an innovation that will be as a hot spot in Kabaddi. Wow.
The right corner is being revived, but then now it is the responsibility of the defense. Now Chetan Sahu is the player that needs to step up. Akshadul, he can get those single points, but then I rely mostly on Chetan Sahu, who can get those multiple points where you have this vast margin of 11.
Bonus point, Murthal Magnets.
Yeah, they've got the bonus though. Again, not stopping that one, Mohit, on that right corner. And now I really need to understand what was the necessity on these lines of keep on, have been changed those Raiders time and again. And now Vicky Mahala comes into raid. And when you know that you need raid points, yeah, there you go, there you go. Oh, he's got something. He's got
1
something.
point.
Revived.
Periyar Panthers. Jersey
He
number
revived
1
both
out.
of them. He revived Chetan Sahu. That's a good one coming in from a defender.
And also, he needs to understand, and now see where he is playing. He's playing on the right in position. Gaurav Chiller, in fact, in the left in position. Gaurav Chiller in the left corner. And Vicky Mahala there in the right in. Then, combination tackle comes across. And they have pinned on Akash
Fine,
Deshwal.
Periyar Panthers.
But these Raiders going and taking those
Number 6,
raid
please
points
come.
is normal thing. But the defender, when he takes a raid point,
Don't jersey please.
Radhika, I think they have to understand
दिखाइए,
that
इधर,
it
इधर,
is
इधर,
just
इधर,
a small, oasis in
Number
the big
6,
desert.
jersey pulling,
Not
green
even
card.
oasis, it's just a drop of water. They should not try and go for it time and again.
Absolutely,
Once you've been lucky,
you won't
then
be
come
lucky
back.
enough all the time. Yeah,
Ah.
and the reason you mentioned about Vicky Mala standing in the left in position, he wanted to go for those surprise tackles, and he's been successful in the previous one. So I think that's a good strategy from them. And Chetan Sahu steps up into the one, but then he needs to. Ooh, look at that! He's been kept quiet today.
Raider out. Fine, Murthal
Yeah, very
Magnets.
much. He has to get a lot of touch points, and today he's looked a little slow. He went in deep. Why do you have to target Mandeep Kumar? I know your strategy is to take off for
He's a tall raider, and he is good at those bonus execution.
in that process.
And that's the reason I think Vicky Mala is standing in position there. And the raider is smart enough that he does not want to go for the bonus. He goes for the turn
1
and touch.
point, Murthal
Smart
Magnets.
one coming in
Jersey
from
number 3
Mandeep.
out.
Very smart, and again he's got it on the turn, Radhika. Again that turn working really well, and we've seen that on 3 occasions in this match. The sudden turn that he puts across, and the defender coming in for the dash is suddenly taken by surprise. Very good skill to
Now-
have. Now Akshidul tries the bonus. First time I am seeing him try the bonus in this match though. Yeah, tries it again. That is how you will get touch points. Yeah, lovely. See,
1
when you go
point,
for the
Periyar
bonus,
Panthers. Jersey number 2
very
out.
well done. Very well done. So when you go for the bonus, either the corner or the cover comes to attack you. There you go. Running hand touch. Very nicely executed.
Red.
And this is the time they can relax. Mandeep is the raider. And look at this. Chetan Sahu is playing the right cover this time.
Now, what do you have to tell about that?
That's what I say, being a right raider, Mandeep, you can't be at, running hand touch distance of him.
Correct. Correct. And I'm sure Mandeep has actually seen it. He actually
Bonus
seen it.
point.
He was
Bonus
rubbing his
minute.
feet like a raging bull. But then he was just trying to keep the match set and gets the bonus away. That is the biggest worry for me here, Radhika, for all the teams. Especially Aravali Arrows. Oh my God. They are at the top of everything. Of changing the defenders in the very, very important positions. And here at least, Periyar Panthers have tried it for the first time. Akshay Dul once again tries to free his ankles and gets
1
the point.
point, Periyar Panthers.
Why is
Jersey
that
number 1
intention
out.
going, or the thought going in between the players or the coaches that everybody can do everything? That cannot happen in life, and not definitely in Kabaddi. Everybody can't do everything.
Absolutely, because it's a constant changing format. You have 7 members once, you have 6 members once, you are down to 2 members once. So you can't just play everything out there. So you need to be good at something and be there. I understand there are few all-rounders, and look at that, Chetan. Sahu, if you're not good at trading today, you can't be good at defense as well. You just can't go there and execute those skills.
How many times have we seen when we speak about some skills that is not right on the Kabaddi mat, there is a live example to confirm our theory, or rather prove that our talks are right. And then Chetan Sahu is one more example like that, and he becomes another casualty of just not being there on that right cover against Mandeep. Come on, right raider, right cover is a big position, and he did not get it right. Back hold this time, and now I guess there was another defender going outside the end line.
Murthal Magnets.
No. Oh, there,
brilliant.
there.
No, the right leg was still in the lobby for him, so that was a good back hold. And now look at how he's teasing the defense there, Mandeep Kumar. I thought he's very quiet, but then he's also smart enough to, irritate the opponent, is it?
Yeah, he's just rubbing the floor there on the mat and just saying, okay, come on, let me get started. And he starts off his bike and then rages along. Nicely done. And what a raider he's been. He's also started from the bench, remember. He was not there in the playing 7. And Anil Dhul Saab has found him in the right time. And now when Umesh Pawar is not around, he's taken the responsibilities and shared it equally well with Akash Deshwal.
I'll give you an example. People coming off the bench. We have talked about the professional leagues as well. We know. Surendra Nada was playing for the Mumbai franchisee, and he was on the left corner, solid one. But then when he went for the Asian Games and all, Fazal Attrachali was given that position, and he was a firm on that one, and he's not been changed after that. That's the kind of the confidence you need to get on to with the coaches when you are given that opportunity.
1 point, Periyar Panthers.
And that is the kind of opportunity that you need to seize, because a strong left corner and India's best left corner, Surendra Nada, he just left for national duties, and there comes a missile from Iran, and he strikes every raider. A missile who looks smart, nice cat eyes onto him, and those eyes have got all the hunger and precision of a tiger. Fazal Attrachali, what a defender. Another running hand touch. But this is now going into trickles now for Periyar Panthers. Radhika, the single pointers, Murthal Magnets will not bother.
Absolutely. They would rather play on our defense of 4 or 3 and not just give away those easy points in the form of a bonus and all. This is Akash Deshwal, who has already completed his Super 10 today. And, look at how much of variation he gets in his skills. People thought, we might have thought he would go for those running hand touches or the bonus, but then that was the kick on the Vicky Mala.
Yeah, now he's thinking that he's a raider. See, Vicky Mala is thinking he's a raider. He's playing right in. He went into raid couple of times just because he got that one solitary point, and he's forgotten that he's in a desert and he just got one drop of water. That is what we worry a lot about these youngsters. The reason why we say is because we are concerned about them. We need to keep them in the right frame of mind with the right set skills that they have. That's why it's called skill sets, because it is set. It cannot be changed. We just don't call it skills. We call it skill sets. It's already set there, and you can do only so much in between your boundaries. That is what I keep telling, and we need to put this across to coaches. Once again, Vicky Mala there in that right in position, and I'm sure Mohit today hasn't attempted a single ankle hold. See, look at his position. He's standing too tall for my liking for an ankle hold, Radhika, there, isn't it?
Absolutely, because Akash Deshwal is a left raider. He wanted to, don't give up that bonus and go for those ankle holds. That was I think, a strategy they were looking for. That's the reason Vicky was on the right in position.
But see, those strategies are fine. Right. The turning of the pages should have happened well enough, but not against Akash Deshwal. He went in for the dash and somewhere tried to have that extra bit of a pause. And behind him came an ankle hold. There you see. That's a very good block by Rahul Katkar. Yeah, but just talking about those strategies, as we have another green card
Jersey number 10, Jersey
to
pulling.
Ajay Gulia.
Periyar Panther. Don't jersey.
Right. So we were just talking about those strategies. It is nice to see, Radhika, as you explained, when the left raider is on, you have that strong defender. Not to allow the bonus is good.
Strategic
But
timeout.
when it doesn't pay off, I'm very concerned about what the players think of their skills. See Chetan Sahu, today he'll be low in confidence, isn't it? As we will
Absolutely.
go to that strategic timeout. Yeah.
जब दिखन लात लागी लात हो जाले यार डेड पे जमा मर लेनी है जुस कल पर रही बेटा नहीं दिखन जमा डेड पे इस पे गया तो पकड़ लिए तेरा नहीं दिखा गणी बाहर वाला लगे नीचे अक्षिता होगा ध्यान रखे बेटा आराम से खेल भाई दोनों जने नहीं है आपको खड़े होकर बोनस हमारा बेटा खड़े होकर बोनस मारना लग रहे अगला आएगा नहीं थोड़ा सा भी गले टेक जगह अरे यार 6 मिनट रह रही है मेरी यार थोड़ी सी आन और कर दो बेटे 2-4 मिनट की बात है ठीक है हैं मनदीप
अरे तू भी से मारा है यार कोच साहब आड़े इतनी सीटी करवा करी जब तेरा है सारा पॉइंट तू दे रहा है मेरा डिफेंस में तो सारा देख रहा था ना यार जब तीनू कहना रहे गट्टा पाड़ो कद पाड़ेगा हाथ ना ऊपर छेड़े है
Surinder Saab is totally unhappy with the defense. Everything that he's tried today is not gone well. But Anil Dhul wants to just target Akshit Dhul there. Right? The Dhul Baichara does not work when you're in the opposite side. It will go against you. But yeah, just talking about that strategy and the different placings, Radhika. Your call on that. I'm really worried for the youngsters because what do they have to work on? Isn't it? Again, see Chetan Sahu in the right cover. Again.
Signal.
And
number one.
that's an easy bonus point that's been taken away by Mandeep Kumar. Looking at the right cover, that's Chetan, who is not very confident in that position and not he is low on his confidence today. So he takes due advantage of that and he kills the maximum time possible.
Bonus point.
I mean,
Murthal
the
Magnets.
good positive thing about the coach Anil Dhul Saab is, he did not let the players say, okay, relax, keep calm. He was activating the players. You have much more to do. So that's what it is. Just keep up the good work.
1 point.
Very
Periyar
much.
Panther.
Very much.
Jersey number 3 out.
That is the intensity that you need to keep on having, isn't it? Because even if the match is under your control, you may never know what's going to happen, right? And there you go. Stretched running hand touch by Ajay Gulia. Gets out Mandeep. Now can this be a small window for Periyar Panthers to make a comeback? But for that, you need to have the defense in the right place and then nab Akash Deshwal. Now you've got a better defender in the right cover. But on the left cover, look at Chetan Sahu. If you are not confident, go
He's
back.
an all-rounder
Leave
today.
all-rounder on the paper.
He is definitely, he needs to understand what his primary duties are. In the last 5
1
minutes,
point.
and
Murthal
it is a
Magnets, jersey
13
number 3
point
out.
margin for Murthal Magnets. Last time around when they played, it was just a solitary point win for Murthal Magnets. But this time around, they come with, multiple force to, knock off Periyar Panthers. I think it's too late for Periyar Panthers now because the lead raider definitely not firing, the defense not supporting. It's all chaotic there.
Yeah, very chaotic. And also, just going back to that previous raid, I'm sorry again, I'm just, kind of picking on Chetan Sahu there. In the left cover, imagine how coolly Akash Deshwal could go and attack that left flank. And the strong ankle hold. Sanjay Anania says this is how a defense has to be done. But when Chetan Sahu is there on that left
Fine,
cover, when
Murthal
Akash
Magnets.
Deshwal raids, see how cool he went in. As if he's just having a walk in the park. He just had that running hand touch and came back with a single point. That was enough for him.
Exactly, that's the kind of a plan the raider needs to, go into the opposite court, who is standing in which position and what skills you need to use. And this was a good, diving double ankle hold from
Point
Mohit.
Periyar Panther.
Much needed after a long time. I think that's the first time that Mohit has, gone in for a tackle with a double ankle hold in place and very well supported by Gaurav Chiller. This is the problem for Periyar Panthers in this monsoon edition. Gaurav Chiller is a very good cover defender, and when your corners does not fire, Surinder Saab immediately changes him to play in the corner. See, he trusts him a lot, which I'm happy for. But what about the other defenders? And in the pre-match interview, Radhika, he spoke, that Surinder Saab spoke about, he's changed the defense, especially the corners. Of course, and then yes, Vicky Mahla came in. And then what did he do? Nothing. Apart from just that one raid point. And now Chetan Sahu again comes back, looks dejected.
I mean, this match is going to kill a bit of the confidence of Chetan Sahu, I'll say, because he's just got one rate point in total,
Red out.
35
Point
minutes of
Periyar
the game.
Panthers.
I think this match will definitely have an effect in his performance in the next one.
Yeah, and also how soon you forget is so important. And these lads need to understand that it's a long series. You need to let go of the match right then and there. You can't go back and sulk into your, failures. Right now, Jahid Dul tries his best. Ajay
1
Pandit
point.
even better.
Periyar Panthers.
Both legs coming
Jersey number
across
12
and crossing
out.
the midline.
Yeah, the upper body has been taken care and smart enough to rotate the body round to the midline. So that's the kind of the understanding you need to have. And Murthal Magnets are down to 3. Now this is the right time for Periyar Panthers to at least finish off at least one all out on them.
अंतिम 3 मिनट.
Much needed. And see, when Chetan Sahu is there in the right cover, Sanjay Dhul also can come in and raid so confidently. Because Gaurav Chiller will not, have a very good ankle hold. See, Gaurav Chiller once again on that left corner position is a very good right cover defender. And when you put him in the corner, he does not have the skill set of the ankle hold.
Murthal Magnets.
That is why Sanjay Dhul also came in very coolly and just went back with an empty raid.
हाँ बीच का ध्यान रखिए जब लिखनी तेरा हाथ लग गया इस साइड में गट्टा पकड़ना जरूरी है हाँ हाँ ना बढ़िया हुआ इसी गट्टा पकड़ दे बीच में होने बात ध्यान रखिए ठीक है पकड़ी वो नहीं बैठा बाजन दूर है कदूर मार जाए मारने करड़ा हमारे बीच में होने बाजन दी बस ठीक है बीच में को बाजा
ठीक से हाँ बोनस ना दे दियो कतई ना टूटिए थोड़े
Don't give away
So
the
Periyar
bonus,
Panthers
he
now,
says,
Radhika,
but then
what
the
you said.
covers are there.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think what the strategy is now is not to give away bonus and take away 1 point from this game. That is what will be the strategy. Now Chetan Sahu has got all the chance to redeem himself in this match. Can he go for it? He has to go to Sanjay Dhul because Sanjay Dhul can be sometimes be very, very nervous on that corner, stepping over the lobby and the end line. He has to go and attack him, but then it's Sanjay Dhul went in for the double ankle hold. He misses out, but then the second line of defense comes across as
Super
Jahid
tackle.
Dhul out
2
and
point.
says enough
Murthal
of your
Magnets.
struggle. It's a super tackle for 2 points.
Yeah, Sanjay Nanya there. And that was a beautiful one. Though he missed it, the defense, the rest of them came into support. And that revives the player, Mandeep.
So Chetan Sahu's issues continue. And now see, Gaurav Chiller in the right cover. Look who's there on the left corner. Can you believe that? It's a Raider actually manning another corner position. Even with 6 men on court, Periyar Panthers have struggled in this Monsoon edition with the defense. No doubt. No doubt. You do not have fixed defenders. And the bench of Murthal Magnets will be happy. Even without Umesh Pawar, they've been able to win games because they have specific people to perform specific duties. And sometimes when Sanjay Dhul is having a good day,
those players should be given an opportunity at least on this match because they are leading quite well, and those young players should also have that opportunity to get that real experience on the mat.
very much. And as I was saying, once again, Sanjay Dhul, look at that. That is the day when he's really good going and puts out that double ankle hold. And who went out? Once again, it was a Raider. Ajay Pandit, who was managing that left corner position, had to go and survive in the super tackle situation. Now, Mandeep has all the opportunity to survive, but no. Falters in front of Ajay
Get it
Gulia.
out. Fine, Periyar Panthers.
Yeah, that was a do-or-die raid, and he had to succumb to a defense of 5. A surprise tackle coming in from the right cover. And this should be the Raider. Akshat, he's got about 8 raid points, but then that wasn't enough. That wasn't enough when Chetan Sahu was just on solitary point.
That's it. When you're just trying to struggle too much with Rahul Katkar and of course Sanjay Dhul behind you, it's going to be difficult. Sanjay Dhul, once again, he's having a good day. As I said, he can be that one go-to man when you have to get those strong defensive tactics, but he can also be frivolous on his not so good days. He can give away a lot of points. But for Periyar Panthers, Radhika, I think that 1 point contention also has gone out of the window now.
Absolutely, because 7 or less is that you get a point there, but this is a huge margin of 14.
Very
I mean,
huge.
this match
And
will definitely, kind of break the confidence of Periyar Panthers because they were struggling throughout in the rating, in the defense,
Unbreak.
in the
Get it
strategies,
out.
everything went wrong for
Point
Periyar
Periyar
Panthers today.
Panthers.
very much. And there you see, somewhere Ajay Kumar just taking all the 30 seconds in the greed to finish up the raid. He was timed out. Only 30 seconds time you got to do some damage to the opposition. You have to come back within those 29 seconds into your half. If you're standing there on the 30th second, you've been sent out of the bench. Chetan Sahu, probably a last raid for him in a very, very forgetful and a disappointing match. He will have to forget this very soon. And imagine, Radhika, you spoke about Periyar Panthers' confidence going down. Just imagine other teams watching Periyar Panthers. See what are they planning against
1
them
point.
now with such a depleted
Periyar
side,
Panthers.
low in confidence.
Absolutely, that would be a thing. Now they will analyze, what's going, what
Great
went in
over.
favor of Magnet. They would like to, repeat the same thing against Periyar Panthers when they play next. So it's a 42-30 in favor of Murthal Magnets yet again. Not only last time they have won, but then yet again they win over Periyar Panthers.
Big victory of 12 points for the Murthal Magnets, and Anil Dhulsab, all his tactics working. Surinder, he'll have to get his defense sorted, and especially the raiding. And even if the raiding works, sometimes the defensive positions also has become a issue to him. So he has to understand that he needs to put the right man on the right spot. And if not, Periyar Panthers will probably have a tougher monsoon edition comparatively for the summer edition. But Murthal Magnets, can you even imagine that Umesh Pawar hasn't played the last couple of games, and Murthal Magnets have just made sure that his worry or his void is not been affecting them. As we just take a look at the high points of what happened, Radhika, it was just as we speak the defensive errors. Yeah, there we see multiple points given away very easily.
Absolutely. Both Chetan Sahu struggled a big time today. Not only that, the Raiders have just not been very confident today. And also on the other side, Akash Deshwal gets 13 raid points, Mandeep gets 11. The defense, especially the left corner and the left cover, does so well today. So everything went in favor of Murthal Magnets.
Very much. And also on top of everything, Sanjay Dhul has got a better day. And when he fires all cylinders. When he doesn't, all the cylinders are empty. But then 24 raids for Magnet, tackle points, well ahead in both raiding and tackling, and that is why those two all out in favor of the boys in black, and Murthal Magnets are raging away. Now the only contention is for them is the Kaziranga Rhinos and Humpy Heroes sort of a team, and the Periyar Panthers need to get up to that standard. They have to make sure they live up to whatever they had set the benchmarks in the summer edition. I agree there is no Ashish Narwal, but there has to be new heroes always that is coming to the rescue of the team. But having said this, now the next game also will be really interesting at 2 p.m. We've got a next game coming up, but Akash Deshwal today, 13 raid points out of 17, 76 the strike rate, really well done. And Radhika, you want to take a call on the defense? Who's going to be it for Murthal Magnets?
It should be either Sanjay Namio or Sanjay Dutt. They have done quite well, 4 each. So that should be number of errors they might have made. I think it is. I think it should be Sanjay Dutt actually, because he's just done a little less errors. Yes, it is. 7 tackle attempts, 5 tackle points. There was a super tackle as well. And averages for a defender to get over 70% tackle strike rate is a good one. So this builds a lot of confidence in the left flank of the defense of Murthal Magnets.
Yeah, as I said, if Sanjay Dhul fires, then Murthal Magnets fire all cylinders. But then if Sanjay Dhul is out of, then it's going to be tough for the Murthal Magnets' defense. He's that sort of a player. But where does this put the Murthal Magnets? Right up there to position. Kaziranga Rhinos and the Humpy Heroes, as I said, will be the only contention for them to fight it out. But for the Periyar Panthers, they have to really step up that game very much. But the next match also will be a real important one for the other teams to grab onto that position, especially Kaziranga Rhinos taking on Aravali Arrows. Aravali Arrows will try to see if they can go up against the Kaziranga Rhinos and make that victory happen. That's going to happen at 2 p.m. Kaziranga Rhinos and Aravali Arrows. But Radhika, as always, pleasure being with you in the commentary box. And thank you so much for all this lovely discussion that we had. Come back very soon for the post-match presentation of Periyar Panthers and Murthal Magnets. I am Naveen Chori and Radhika signing off for this game. Thank you so much.
Thank you.